riding any long car. Just walk down with your camera if you have, or you trek down. You don't need any phone. You don't need any fuel. Even if there is subsidy or no subsidy, it's not your business because there is nothing you are riding. You don't have challenges. You don't have even the electrical actually power. You don't need it. There is nothing like that. You must pay for it. Now in your house, now if you not pay for it, there will be no light in your house. It's money. So things of materials now is becoming very cumbersome. And a Muslim is supposed to be faster than any other person in knowing what are the challenges ahead for him to make this life successful. And among the things you must have is these materials. You must have it. You don't have alternative to that. Care of your parents. If you are lucky, I say you are lucky because anybody who is lucky to have his parents' age, that person is super lucky. Because no time will they raise up their hands to pray for you except Allah will accept it. So anybody having parents alive is having a barrier between him and shaitan. Direct. You don't need to worry yourself of payment of malam money for prayer. Your parents will raise up their hands and they will pray for you, and it's automatic, inshallah. Just wait for the time. So now you have to take responsibility of them if they don't have anything. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِندَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُل لَّهُمَا وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُل لَّهُمْ قَوْلًا. Now, how do you do this? When she's having all form of sickness or all form of sickness that today is almost everywhere for aging, how do you take care of her when you don't have money? So you can see why you are in need of this money. Even if you said you are going to be zuhud, you are going to be sleeping on the mat, you don't need to more than one jalabia or two. Now there are necessities of money around you that is compulsory. You know this charge. Care for your parents necessitate you actually looking for money. You must have been hearing that building a mosque now, Al-HABIBIYYAH has built a wonderful mosque. The ayat are there. إِنَّمَا يَعْبُدُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Those who you see patronizing masjid, respecting masjid, building masjid are those who believe in Allah and the day of Allah. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Man bana lillahi masjidan, bana Allahu lahu baytan fil jannah." Whosoever builds a house of Allah on the earth, Allah will build a house for him in the paradise. Now you, who doesn't have some of bingo, how do you build a mosque? They will always call you to go and pray in opening mosque. As an imam, you have never challenged. That's why some imams, let me say this very clearly, they always have clashes with committee members. You know, these committee members mostly are Western oriented, they are Muslims. They have imam, some kind of moderated English imam. And that because of that imam, they build the mosque, they form the committee. But there is no imam among them, so they brought an imam. They will be giving you some city. Now this imam will form a force and he will be fighting them. How can you fight him? How many imams has built a mosque? If you build your own mosque, or imams build a mosque and make an imam, they will know the honor of the imam. But you overnight will be fighting them, they will fight him, and then you complain that they don't respect you. Why they should respect you? They will not respect you. I'm not saying this to back what some of the committees are doing. Some of the committees need to be flushed out because they are not responsible. Imam is not somebody you just take as your clerk in the office just because you employ him, they are giving you some things. But when the imam himself is not qualified to be an imam, not because of the knowledge, it comes the way of the issue of income. He's not qualified. I told some imams that look, over 100 imams were there. I said, Allah will not ask you on the day of Qiyamah, why are you not an imam? He will not ask you. But he will ask you the responsibility on you, of your own needs, of your wife or wives, or your children, your parents, your neighbors, those who are needy. What have you done? It's not compulsory you become an imam. No, you resign, keep the imamship and go to Muslim market and open the shop there. But you know the mentality in this country is that any imam seen in the market opening shop is not successful in the imam's business. This is in the typical north, and that is in the Yoruba land. A powerful imam is to be seen jobless, riding cars with Imam number. What it is, a wonderful Imam. Imam of this town. He has reached the peak. We don't that deep. And so, also 2 vehicles following him at the back. You have never seen Imams like that. So many. So many. Now, even if he's not successful in the activity, since he's financially influential, then he's respected. So building a mosque is rewarding. Imam supposed to earn to the extent of him building a mosque. And I think this is a challenge to Imams. And I think one of the Imams is championing this organization, building a wonderful mosque. May Allah assist Al-HABIBIYYAH and then make them actually to be found, and then make others also to copy them in the goodness, and then to keep some of the shortcomings for them. Now, da'wah activities. Da'wah is the responsibility of Imam and scholars, which the topic is affected. How can you do da'wah when there is no food in your house? How can you do da'wah? I was opportunity to be in one village among the villages of Abuja 2 weeks ago. Women in da'wah for Al-HABIBIYYAH, they are known. They are doing wonderful. I have never known this, that they have penetrated that village for the past 20 years. In fact, the Imam today is a graduate under their sponsorship. Women, Maki. Women in da'wah, real da'wah. And the whole village and villages around them, so many villages, accepted Islam through their efforts. They build them a mosque, they build them classes in the local toilets. I saw it last 2 weeks. You know why I was there? Some group of non-Muslims went there to give them money and handset. So they leave Islam because of handset and money. Can you see that people don't even know Islam at all? They don't know Islam. And they are asked to dance. Some dance and some refuse to dance. But all these materials were collected. Nobody rejected. It's because of poverty. Even some of the head chiefs around, they collected. Some brothers rushed there under the leadership of the Imam of Area 1. And they settled the whole thing. And they came back to Islam and they said, really, they know Islam is the best, and they know they are going to enter Jannah, but they feel they should take that opportunity and collect. But none of them has ever gone to the place of worship of those people. So the whole actual atmosphere became calm. And then we are informed. Then we also went there to see. We went there, we saw. Now, Imams supposed to be the ones, if nobody, to sponsor people to teach them there. If the ritual cannot do that. Because you as an Imam, as a scholar, you know the meaning and the reward attached. But when you don't have source of income, how can you sponsor it? You cannot. You can only talk on the member to those who are rich. You who are rich, you refuse to give money. People are living in Islam and they refuse to give. How can you do? You cannot do anything. And you don't even have something doing with it. Of course, some excuses are that how can you combine learning, combine the responsibility of leadership of Imam, combine the responsibility of a scholar, responsibility of going to the market. You have to divide them. You have to divide them. Give them each. You have so many potential. Imam has so many potentials on tap. Imam is not ordinary. وَجَعَلْنَاهُ أَئِمَّةً لَمَّا صَبَرُوا وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يُوقِنُونَ. These two qualities make you to be different because of your patience and perseverance and your yaqeen, your certainty of this deed. You are convinced, you are convincing others. Why do you take actually a lighter understanding that you cannot be rich when you seek for? The kafir is seeking for it and is getting rich. And you in Nigeria, you are lying down, the land is there, the rate is there. I will mention some sources you can use. You are not using them. And you are accusing those who are rich. Now, da'wah cannot be done without actually money. You must have it. If you don't have it, today you are going to fail in da'wah. This radio, television, TV, papers, magazines, you have to get money. And when you go to these people daily asking them, they will underrate you. They will undermine you. they will tell their friends, this new imam is disturbing every time they come here. I don't know what to do. He too will say, yes, the same thing to apply to me. Even the imam I'm praying, I'll even change my mosque now, so that I will not be going to his mosque. I'm telling you, these are realities, experiences that are very bad. And imam in the course. There was a day, the CFII, Committee of FCT Imams Initiative, went to meet, not to mention the rank. The rank is almost the high rank that can deal with situation at any moment. On a visit that is official, asked for, recommended for, approved, given. When it was time for the meeting, the person did not even call the imams. About 5 powerful imams in the FC. The youngest of them are among them. The late Dabo, may Allah have mercy on him, is among the team. The chief imam of Banat, may Allah have mercy on him. So when it was time, I told them, let us go. They said, why should we go? This big man, can we go like that? I said, let us go. The time given to us was already in our lives. Please. I said, no, please. No, any please. Let us go. We did not come here to beg him. We came to tell him the responsibility of the Ummah. Now, when he doesn't have the time, we should go. Then, since we are 5 in number, and nobody is making that noise among the 5 except me, and of course, I have to respect their elders. Okay, I said the only thing that will make what to say, we give time. Now, tell me the time that if it lasts, you are going. Somebody said 30 minutes. Somebody said what? I say no, 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the man did not come. The secretary is having iman. He was going up and down, disturbed that this caliber of people should not be underrated. When it was exactly 10 minutes, I stood up. I don't want to even listen, I'm just started going. Then they followed me. After being on,